We're out of questions for the commissioners. Has anyone got a question for the commissioners that they'd like to ask? And this is a function of how long everybody wants to be here this evening. We don't want to really drag it out for everybody, but...
is it okay if we ask ourselves one and then answer?
Well, I know there's a whole myriad of questions probably that can be asked, but...
May I?
Certainly.
Okay. Has any commissioner ever worked to abolish or lower a tax? Abolish or lower a tax of any kind at any time? I have. Back in 2003, the first thing I worked on was getting the food tax abolished. I was a small part in that. I set out in front of the branding iron, collecting signatures on the petition, and we were successful. It took 3 years, and it took a lot of effort by a lot of people. But it saved us millions of dollars, and that got me started in my adult life in political activism, I guess you call it. Then in 2013, they were trying to raise property taxes countywide. Most of you probably don't remember that. It was an August special election, and it was a bond issue for the college. I've been a full-time student there. It's a very good school. I like it a lot. That wasn't the issue. It was the funding method. They were trying to disperse costs amongst everyone, every property owner in Sheridan County. And I got out there with a sign in front of Starbucks in 95-degree heat, and I printed up my own material. This is all out of pocket. I've spent $15,000 so far running for county commissioner out of my pocket. And it's the right thing to do. But anyway, that's
we're out of time.
Okay. We run both of those safety meetings.
Well, I think maybe one last question that the commissioners could be, or, well, I'm going to ask one of the council, but just in fairness to you three, there's been talk of a state income tax, there's been talk of raising a sales tax, and I guess I don't think, just quickly, what would be your opinion of either one of those taxes? Tom? Mike?
You know, I think it's early. You're starting to hear the tax word from Cheyenne more and more now. I think there's a lot of homework to do before you approach that. And any taxes, I feel, need to come to the people, and they decide, not a legislative body, not a group of county commissioners. I think it needs to go to the body. If you sell that and there's a purpose and there's benefit, there's a lot of benefit. Our 1 cent optional tax benefits this community center right here. So you have to look at each and every one individually. Let's not jump the gun and just start throwing out taxing people. Let's have a reason for it. Let's put it before the people and let them decide, the citizens of Wyoming or Sheridan County.
Okay, thank you. And just hold this to the allotted time. Do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, briefly. I don't think the state of Wyoming would pass a state income tax. I think that would be a disaster. I wouldn't be in a position to support it one way or another as a commissioner. Many people may be aware I have always questioned the value of the optional sales tax, the optional penny. I would like to see the state, and I don't know why they don't look at this, we have got to start figuring out how to get the tax from goods that come into Wyoming through internet sales, not hardscape block and mortar buildings. I think there's a tremendous amount of tax money that is going down the river from the fact that we cannot tax. Every time you see that commercial, wayfair.com, and you order something from them and you're not paying sales tax on that, that's not a good thing. So. Okay.
Tom, do you want to add anything?
Well, I just would agree with Commissioner Nickel, but just like the 1 cent optional and cap tax, those are approved by the people. If there was a 3 tax proposed, I would say that should be approved by the people. It should be put for a vote. Commissioners can't tax anybody. They can ask you if you want to tax yourself, and you can say yes or no. And the 2 pennies that we do for us make up our 6%, you approve that. But that's my approach as well. I don't believe in just laying down the law because we can't do it anyway. But you need to have a voice in it.
Thank you.